Hello, beautiful people. This is Unrated on KAFTAN television, where we imagine a beautiful world. My name is Miracle Oduayo, your host for today, and I'm here with your Chichi, as always. Hello, Chichi.
Welcome to Unrated on KAFTAN television. You see your girl Ugbe Esther Chine. Chichi.
Chichi. Right now, we are in the studio with our guest, and it's someone you know already. You've seen her before. I'm going to be talking about the topic. As you all know that we have divorce here and there, like everywhere you're seeing divorce here, divorce there. So I'm going to be talking about the high possibility of having a good marriage, even with the level of divorce that is going on amidst, like, everywhere. We're going to be talking about that topic. Do we still have good marriages out there? Are we sure that you can still get married and still be happy? And what about people that are even happily married? Is there still tendency for them that they can still go in that marriage without any divorce? And we have our guest here, as I said earlier. Her name is Mercy Olushina. Welcome to the show, Mercy.
Thank you.
Beautiful, black, good. Qualifier now.
I'm rating her 100 over 10 though.
100, like,
Yes.
It's a beautiful me. How are you feeling?
I'm good.
You sure?
Good.
It's even obvious that you are good.
Yes, I'm glad to be here.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation.
You're welcome.
So we said that we're going to be talking about the high possibility of having good marriages, even with the level of divorce out there. What is your take on this?
Okay, I find this topic very interesting.
Okay.
Yes. When we talk about marriage, love, all those things,
It's
they're interesting topics.
Yes,
and I
yes.
always want to hear things like that.
Okay.
So my take on this topic is that yes, there are good marriages out there.
Really?
Yes, even with this high level of divorce left and right. And let me not lie to you. You see this divorce
Yeah.
it's common with the Gen Z generation.
Oh.
Yes. If you look at our parents.
Wait.
Because
you
we
see
actually-
older people that are getting divorced now.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes, I said it's common.
It's common.
Yes,
So
the
if you had to
generation
rate,
before us.
if you had to rate from 10 to
For
0,
the Gen Z
okay,
and
for
the
the Gen
older
Zs,
people.
yes.
Which one is more?
Gen Z is 90 over 100.
Oh.
Hey.
The older people 50 over 100.
Wow. Gen
Ah.
Z.
Then we're not
Gen
talking
Z.
about the generation of our own parents. Maybe 10 over 100.
Okay, well that's
So what we should
poor.
be looking at is what kept our parents together. What is still keeping them together? What kept our grandparents together? They lived together some of them lived together 60 years
For decades.
before they died. And we didn't hear anything like, I want to go our separate ways. We didn't hear anything like that. But you see this generation before us, the millennial, and this is our Gen Z.
They're talking about the alpha.
Let's even leave the alpha out of this for now.
They don't know anything. Let's
Okay,
leave
let's
them.
yes,
just
let's
pity them,
leave
but they're
them.
actually coming
Yes.
up.
So we have this I'm tired. 2 years in marriage. In fact, 6 months in marriage.
3 months.
They're ready to go their
They're
separate
tired.
way. What is making them run away from marriage? Initially, you get. But the thing they don't understand is marriage is not about the butterfly that you feel in your stomach. They just believe that, I love this person. I feel butterflies in my belly for this person. I'm so crazy about this person. But love will not keep you in the marriage. Is love important? Yes. But will it keep you in the marriage? No. That's it. In the olden days, we see our parents coming together. They don't even know each other.
Exactly.
They will just matchmake them, bring somebody from Konji's family. It's a good family.
You know, I was sharing my story, my grandparents' story on it says, and I was telling the person that, did you know that my grandfather from my mother's side, they did not know each other right from the onset.
But I don't actually buy that idea because
No,
I don't see
like-
reasons why they should bring two people that don't know themselves to
No,
tell
the thing
them.
is,
I
they
feel
just-
I feel like then they had no idea about what marriage is all about.
That's
what I feel.
Really?
Yes, because
they are in
I
that
don't
marriage.
think yes, because they feel like respect is everything. First of all,
And the woman's duty is just to stay at home,
stay
take
at
care of
home and
kids,
do
no
what
career and
exactly.
all of that.
So I feel like I don't buy the idea of bringing two people that don't know themselves, and that was why those times you hear people saying, "Oh, sikla, this and that." You get. So people don't actually know themselves very well, and I don't buy the idea of bringing two parties that don't know themselves from Adam and say, "Okay, because I heard that your daddy is a good man, I know your daughter."
You know, the olden days marriages are all about families. Family coming together. Okay, the thing is,
I
my
don't buy that
grandfather, they actually showed my grandmother's picture to my
Yeah.
grandfather that, did you like this person? In just picture, like, I like her. Then my grandmother too, did you like this man? He said, no problem, I like him. And they picked the date for the wedding, and that was it. And they lived together, they give birth.
my own question.
I don't actually buy the idea of picking two people though. I'm not a guest.
That's what we're talking about, Gen Z. You see?
Exactly.
Okay, so
No,
my
I don't buy the idea.
question to you is that
Okay.
the marriages of those time in the olden days, what can you say about those marriages?
Though,
Did they stay together?
yeah,
Of
sure.
course.
Did they
Did,
give
but
birth to
then-
good children?
Yeah.
Were they able to
Sure.
take care of their children?
I feel that those days, the scenes then were actually kind of mild. But comparing to now,
That is not it.
no, sincerely, because I don't see
understand- I
reasons
understand
why
your point
you
of view.
should bring two people that don't know each other and say, okay, because I saw this person's picture or because your family is good or something. But let's just leave that part.
It worked for them.
It
back
worked
then.
for them.
It
I
worked
feel
for
like
them.
it can still work for
yes,
us
and
here,
it can
but
still even work for us now. I'm not saying that I support the motion
Yes.
of bringing total strangers
Strangers
together.
together.
But the thing is, they understood the act of marriage. They
They
understood
their
that
responsibility.
marriage, they
Yes.
understood their responsibility. They understood that marriage involves commitment. It is not just about love. You can still grow to love someone, and they did. They
Exactly.
grew to love their spouses.
Exactly.
But you know,
At that
Not
time,
falling
I've
in love.
met-
They
Yes.
grew.
I've heard people saying that I don't love my spouse. I only respect them.
Okay, what is love?
You
is
guys are
love
getting
without
these things.
respect?
What is
No,
love?
you can respect somebody without loving them. Yes.
No, what is love? I want to ask you, what is love?
You are actually trying to drag me into this, but let me just leave you guys.
Are you ready?
I'm not yet married, but that's what I feel, because most of them, I'm not actually trying to like read them, but most of them, then they don't actually love their partner.
But they agree to love each other.
They
That
agree
is
to love
it.
each other.
most
agree to
times
love
they
each
don't.
other.
You know,
Get to hear people's story.
I understand her. She feels that, no, she's a Gen Z, although we are all Gen Z.
She's actually dragging me
So
right
she
now.
feels that, okay, love is this butterfly feeling
No,
now.
no,
So
I
if
don't-
you're not
I don't
having that, gym feeling, that is
Uh-huh.
not love. That is not. Love is, there is more to love
Exactly.
than butterfly
Exactly. I
feelings.
support her.
Yes.
I'm not actually
When you
saying
start feeling attached to someone, you
Yes.
can't do without the person.
Yes.
You care for the person.
Yes.
Then love is already setting in. That is it. You don't love the person. You say you don't love your spouse, but yet if you don't see your spouse in 2 days, you feel worried.
Exactly. You want
You
to
feel
call
like,
the person.
okay,
you want to
you don't see,
cook.
you have not seen your spouse in like 6-7 hours. You're already missing the person. But because you don't have this, I'm not crazy about this person, so you don't love the person. Our grandparents, even our parents, they love each other. They may not have that butterfly feeling that we have now.
we
You know,
have
we now, if
now.
you don't have that butterfly feeling,
Okay.
I don't
like
love
that
this
boy.
person. I don't like the
it's just
charisma.
there,
It's
it's
not
just
there.
but I don't
I actually
feel.
said this to get words from her mouth.
I
and
don't- I
actually
don't
did. I dragged her. I dragged her. You won.
So you tell
won.
yourself that I don't feel that. I know the guy is good though. He's handsome,
But the charisma
I
is
don't,
not there.
I don't just feel that butterfly in my
The
stomach.
chemistry, the
There's no
chemistry.
chemistry, and there is more to marriage than chemistry, and there is more to love than chemistry.
Okay, so apart from love, what else?
Commitment,
And what else?
mutual respect.
Oh,
That is it. I may respect you as, my husband. And if you don't respect me, that marriage will not work. Especially in this present generation.
Even my papa will say that don't marry someone that you know you cannot submit to.
Exactly.
Someone you cannot
Yes.
Yes.
Don't
So
marry the
respect is
person.
very important. You have to be able to submit to your husband. Even if you are older than the person.
yeah.
You should be able to submit to this person. This
Exactly.
person is your head, is your husband. And your husband should be able to respect you. And you know one thing about men of nowadays, they always try to turn the Bible upside down. They say the Bible says that why should submit to their
To their
husband.
wife.
And the only thing that the Bible says is that a husband should love their
love
wife.
their wife.
So it's the wife that will submit to me. You're supposed to be kneeling down. You're supposed to kneel down to serve me food. That is not it though.
Exactly.
They're already interpreting the Bible with their own head knowledge. That is not it. In fact, they don't know that it's the men that have the greatest assignments.
Exactly.
Love is a big word. And if you look at our Lord Jesus Christ, when he came to die for us,
Yeah.
that's to show the gravity of the love that he has for us, to die for us. Abby, can you die for your spouse?
Exactly. And the Bible
That's
says
our
that you
question.
should love your
That is
spouse
love. It is
the
not,
way
it's
Christ
not
loves the church.
butterfly feelings. So he now said that the men should love their wife. But the men, they don't need to see that their own part. They see the women part. Submit to your husband. And that love entails a lot. If you love someone as yourself, as Christ loved the church.
How did Christ love the church?
How
He
did
died
Christ
for
love the
them,
church?
love
He
them
died for-
regardless.
Regardless, if your wife is misbehaving, you love her. When she's sick, you love her. When she's not beautiful again,
You love her.
When she has belly fat,
You love
when she's
her.
becoming very big,
You love her.
Everything, you keep loving her.
Okay.
But what's the assignment of a woman? Just submit. Are you seeing that even the assignment of the male is greater
than that of the female.
But they don't understand. When you understand this, if you use the Bible as your guide, and you understand these 2 rules, in fact, your marriage will be very beautiful.
Okay, okay. Let me ask you something. Yeah, you said your marriage is going to be very beautiful. So do you want to tell me that actually perfect marriage? Because I hear people say no marriage is perfect.
No marriage is perfect.
So this thing you said very beautiful. I don't hold you. So
Okay, this is it. No marriage is perfect.
Okay.
But we can make it perfect. That's it. No relationship is perfect too. What do we mean by no marriage is perfect? Because we're from 2 different backgrounds.
Religious.
And even as friends, there are times that we will fight now.
Yeah.
In fact, if you don't fight, that means people are not telling yourself the truth.
Yeah.
That means people don't even love each other. There must be quarrel. There must be bickering.
Yeah.
So that's how I can say, okay, it's not perfect because there are little quarrels here and there, little arguments here and there. Well, that's it. But, you know, one major thing about marriage is forgiveness and forbearance. The ability for you to forgive easily.
Yeah.
Let's go. I said something to you now. You don't like what I said to you. Forgive me. In fact, there was a popular preacher that said something. He said, prepare to forgive your spouse even before
they offend you.
Learn how to
learn how to forgive.
Just let it go.
Not even sorry alone now. You personally learn how to forgive. Prepare yourself that today I'm going to forgive my spouse for 770 times. You know, so if you keep offending you get pissed, but you forgive easily.
No, for the fact that you're just saying forgiving, you know, forgiving people is not actually easy, it's just by the grace of God. So what about a person not saying I'm sorry? Because there's some people that find it very difficult to tell their spouse I'm sorry. I've met people that will be like, I cannot tell this person I'm sorry.
But did you know that when some people, they don't know how to say they are sorry, but they have their own way of coming around. Some people can be like, they won't tell you to your face that I'm sorry, but they'll buy you gifts. So people are like that. They will give you this words of affirmations, make you feel better, buy you gifts, give you what you want. But they are not. I just feel like you understanding your spouse the way they are will make things work out.
Okay, I want to say something. If you want to, I said marriage is 2 people coming together and learning forgiveness. That is marriage, right? If you are not ready to say sorry, please don't venture into marriage.
Exactly.
Stay, remain single. Yes,
say your mother's out.
Remain single because you should be ever ready to say sorry. Even when you are wrong.
You
say sorry.
When you are right,
you say sorry. That is it. You should be ready to forgive each other. As you're saying sorry, you should also be ready to forgive. If you're not forgiving, if I don't forgive you, I won't be able to tell you sorry. You are the one that offended me. Why would I go and be saying sorry? Why should with my status? I cannot be saying sorry. I'm the one that's only saying sorry. This one. But when you have already prepared your mind that no matter what, I must make this work. So I'll be the bigger person. In fact, you saying sorry
makes you the bigger person. Yes.
That is it. You saying sorry makes you the bigger person. So I don't know why you find it so difficult to say sorry. When you cannot even say sorry to your friend.
Okay.
Or to your parent. How do you want to say it to your spouse? Especially it's our generation.
It's very difficult.
Very difficult to say. So
they're actually emphasizing, they're actually dragging this Gen Z.
Yes,
because
them.
We are
doing a lot of
issues.
nonsense. This is our generation.
God.
Yes, and that's the reason why the divorce rate is high. It's on the high side. Because we are not ready to let go of things. We're not ready to forbear. We're not ready to... We just want to, enjoy the season and time. And just flex, We're not ready to do it right.
Okay, I actually hear people saying people prepare for wedding and not marriage.
Yes.
Exactly.
It happens like that.
I want you to give me gbasgbos right now.
People preparing for marriage.
Yes.
The wedding ceremony, not the
marriage.
Yes.
Because I feel that's what most of the Gen Zs do. They always want to give this.
They want their wedding to be the talk of the town.
Exactly.
But they're not ready for the marriage
That's
thing.
true. That's very true. Everybody, you see them spending millions of naira on marriage. You see my wedding gown. So I must paint the town red and white. I must, they're ready to spend a lot on the wedding. Even money that they cannot afford.
They have to go on.
They will borrow, take loans left and right.
For wedding ceremony,
feeding other people. Rent hall of millions of naira, spend money. Their dress alone is 5 million. Their hair alone. That's that kind of thing. They are preparing so much for the wedding, forgetting about the marriage. When you finish the wedding, what do you want to go and face in your marriage?
Exactly.
You now start using the first 10 years of your marriage to settle debts.
Oh God.
Use the first 10 years of your marriage to pay off the loans that you have collected because you want to do wedding. You are so crowded with marriage and wedding preparation that you don't even go for counseling sections. You don't even get to know your spouse. know what he actually wants in the marriage, or know what she actually will want in the marriage.
And I feel like even the relationship is a time for you to communicate.
Exactly.
Talk about what you are going to be, what's going to be involved in the marriage, the children, this, your sex life, and all of that. That is what relationship is all about.
You see some couple,
Yes.
they've never had a discussion on how many children they want to give birth to.
Exactly.
They've never had a discussion on their career path.
How
They've
do
never
they want
had
to do it?
discussion of how they want to better themselves, how they want to enhance their growth. Even the names they want to give their kids, they don't know.
They don't
know.
know
Even mention especially when they get engaged. Every other thing
They don't know again.
is how to plan that marriage, how to make it big. That's what's in their head. And it does not work that way. Look at our fathers now. How much did they spend on their wedding? It's just the engagement ceremony.
It's just
they
engagement, no white wedding.
Did a lot of celebration. That was it. They don't have to spend millions of them. My gown must be this, my asho came on. Who have time for that one? You get? Yeah. But then the wedding was beautiful. At least I saw my parents celebrated their wedding anniversary this month. Wow. And I saw their picture and I was like, okay, wow, this is actually nice. You know, that kind of thing. They stayed together, I think 26 years anniversary. And okay, wow. It's actually very beautiful. Because they stayed together. Do they fight? Oh, yes, they quarrel. Yeah. But they have decided to make it work. Yeah. And their priority then was not on the wedding. It was on the marriage.
Exactly.
You get? Unlike now. When they even, I don't know, I don't want to have kids now for the next 5 years.
I
want to follow my
body.
I want to keep my body in shape. I want to be fit. You know, I'm a slay queen. You know, I'm Gen Z. You cannot expect me to be giving birth. You know, that kind of thinking, that kind of thoughts. What's the essence of marriage? I'm not saying marriage alone is for giving birth. I'm not saying it's for childbearing alone, but you know, it's part of it. So why would you not say, no, I don't do kids. I don't do kids. Please, I'm Gen Z. I want to maintain my figure 8. So please, I don't want to do kids. Then that means you're concerned about the wedding. You don't even care about the feeling of your spouse.
Okay, I would like to even talk. We've actually talked about the fact of forgiveness in marriage now, which makes marriage work. What other things? I want you to talk about other things that we can actually pay attention to that is making some people's marriage to work, and some people's marriage are not working. They're getting divorced. Why? What other things can we actually talk about also? Okay,
I've mentioned some. I said commitment. Okay. I also said mutual respect. Okay. And communication.
Communication.
Yes. So, you see, some couple, they don't communicate with each other. Especially males.
Exactly.
They don't know how to tell.
Things will be eating them up. They will not talk. They will not open up to their spouse. So you will not know the lady in question or the wife in question will not know what is going on with her man, her husband. And by the time everything will come out, everything just escalate and become something big and say, you tell me, let us go our separate ways. I can't do this. I can't keep it.
I feel like I actually remember kind of story. Like I remember this now. There is this pastor, a popular pastor. If I mention this, you guys will know. He was sharing his testimony, and they got married. After they got married, I think just a few days into their marriage, the man actually offended the wife. So instead of the woman to talk, she did not talk. You know, we females, I would be like, you're supposed to know that I'm angry. You're supposed to know that I'm hungry. You're supposed to know that this is what I... So when the sister actually kept quiet, was acting strange in the house. So the man was thinking that she was acting spiritual, not knowing that the sister was actually angry with him. Okay. So that the man started praying, started doing a lot of spiritual activities in the house, thinking that the sister was acting spiritual. They did not talk to each other. They did not no sex and all of that. So it got to a point, they have to, what is wrong? What is going on?
This
so the sister
now
open up that, don't you know you offend me? So is that why you're acting moody? I don't know. I thought you're acting spiritual more than I am. So me too, I had to put in that effort. Started praying, started fasting.
Exactly. So you have to communicate.
Exactly. So communication is very important. Don't use sign language. Don't just think that you ought to know that I am angry. You ought to know that I'm hungry. You ought to know that this is going on with you. You ought to know that
don't get tired of communicating. Don't say,
I'm
the one that's always doing the talking. Maybe we should figure it out this time around. Talk. I don't like this thing. Let us find a way. And don't learn how to communicate also. Manner of communication too is very important.
Very important.
You don't have to be saucy before you pass your message across.
Exactly.
You don't have to be rude to your husband before you pass your message across. You can do it as a civilized human being. Why are we educated if you cannot communicate well? Yes. You can calm down, calmly talk to him. And even as a man, you don't have to shout, I'm the head of this house. Don't you know I'm the head of this house?
Always the head.
Yeah. Can't you just do it calmly?
Wow.
Okay, I don't know your pet's name. I don't like what you're doing to me. I don't like this. I don't like this. Say it calmly. And always know that 2 wrongs cannot make a right.
Exactly.
If your spouse is angry, you keep quiet. You don't have to be shouting at each other now. If this person is angry, you should keep quiet. Or if in a worst scenario, you walk out.
You walk out.
So when everybody is cool, you have that conversation with each other.
Wait a minute. You said the person should walk out. I've heard people saying it's very, very disrespectful for
Walking
you
out of your
to
spouse.
walk out on your spouse. Why talking? You'll be like, okay, just to calm my nerves down, I'll just walk out. What do you think? Because there's some people that feel it's very, very disrespectful. Like my dad, when he's actually like pissed, my mom dare not step
Walk
an
out.
inch. You stand there and listen. Do you understand? There's some people that will be like, okay, just walk out to calm your nerves. So
But for me as a person, I like to walk out.
Okay.
When
so-
you are talking or
Okay.
when you are trying to talk to me and I'm angry and you are angry, I will just walk out. Don't hold me. If you hold me back, I think slap you. Just
no,
leave
but
me, make
I
walk
feel
out.
like that you guys just said that you need to understand your partner. So I feel like if you can actually work on yourself, you can actually stand and just bear the pain. Then
The
later,
pain.
then later you
It's
walk
not
up
easy,
to-
my darling.
I think
I've
you are
been
saying
there.
this because you're not yet married. I'm not married too. But
You're not
I
married,
think you're
you're
saying
single.
Imagine you are always receiving the pain for years.
Yes, it's because of pain that you
You-
will be very tired.
No, your husband, especially it's common with men.
Yeah.
Your husband is hungry, and you say you're useless, you're stupid. But you know, you're this.
Why will your
calling
husband
you,
use that kind of
you know,
words on
a lot
you?
Of,
Oh,
I've
Jesus.
seen it happen, a lot.
Insults.
I've seen it happen. So you use all this kind of words, and you have to stay there and listen to
And watch
everything.
him talk down on
Number
you.
one, it will affect you emotionally. It will affect your mental health.
So it actually
Your
depends on the
self-esteem.
partner
Your
or your
self-esteem.
spouse.
Yes. It will even make you have this inferiority complex.
Exactly.
You can even sink into depression.
Even among your neighbors.
so why should
will
you stay there and listen to all
Okay,
these insults?
wait a minute. You guys said, okay, it's better for you to walk out.
Walk out.
Walk out.
It depends on the situation.
Depends.
It
though.
depends. Please, you guys should not say walk out. If your partner is liking,
See,
your
if
husband
you're
is
having
liking,
a
walk
proper
out.
communication,
If you're having a
you
proper
can stay. That's
why
good.
should you- why
But
should you
when
walk
it's
out?
involving
I-
insults and all of that,
Yes.
just walk out.
The person is already waking.
Yeah.
No.
But if you're having
Yeah.
a decent conversation, I don't like this, I don't like, then you can stay and have
Okay.
Yes,
apologize.
no, yes,
But it's
okay.
already getting to
It's already
abuse.
getting
Why would you stay?
abuse, to abuse.
Just
Already
walk
making,
out
you know,
and
it's already becoming
be
violent.
refreshed.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So there are
leave.
wait. So is it that apart from working out, they don't have another means of settling that problem? Do you think working out is the best solution?
Depending on the person's temperament, or depending on your spouse. If your spouse is a choleric, choleric, we are temperamental and all of that. If your spouse is a choleric, maybe you are a phlegmatic person, especially phlegmatic, they are vulnerable and all of that. The
start crying.
best thing for you to do is to walk out, because it will affect you emotionally.
Okay.
You just sit. Words are very powerful.
Yes.
When a choleric is angry, he says things that he's not even supposed to say.
Say.
Things that he does not even mean at all. You say, but words are like egg. Once they drop on the ground, that's the end. You've already said it. You said you cannot take back your words.
These are our Gen Zs. They did not try.
You can't take back your words.
Because
That's it.
our parents those days, their husband can be talking and they will stay there and be like, oh, start rubbing the man's. But Gen Zs, Jesus, God will help us.
God will help us.
God will help us actually.
God will
God will help us,
Yes,
because this
yes.
level of divorce is
It's not
so
actually making.
because for
Even
someone
people are
like me
looking
now,
up to.
for someone like me, I'm
Yes.
getting scared of. Oh God, help me! Hey, the way people are getting divorced,
praying,
even relationship, they're
Yes.
having series of heartbreak. You will
Yes,
hear
so-
a guy beating a girl. They are dating, no.
Yes,
so
so domestic
They-
violence is
domestic
everywhere.
violence,
It's everywhere.
slapping, beating them. I'll just be like, God, wait,
Please,
how?
If you know that you
Even
have
people-
anger issues, please go and see a therapist.
Exactly. Even people you are even looking up to in marriage, you just
Exactly,
hear that.
because I don't
Exactly.
actually want to call someone, but there is this particular man of God that I always look up to, and I feel
He got divorced.
yes.
You can
You
imagine.
guys know him. He's a very fine man. When he let me not just expose him, but someone like that now, I don't feel that. Though we don't actually know what transpired between him and
We
the
actually know that
spouse.
they are even human beings.
Yes,
as
Yes.
well.
So
Yes,
exactly.
we
Okay,
know
now
that
bringing
God
up
are
this.
human.
Okay. This particular gospel singer, what was her name?
Dangote.
Osinachi Abi.
Yes.
Exactly. So now,
People are
that
actually looking up to them in their
no,
marriage.
apart from
No,
that,
no.
people were actually dragging her before all those things, before her death. They were like, why didn't you leave the marriage?
Okay.
Now, they were like, okay, you're supposed to stay as a woman of God.
Stay.
They're abusing you. So this divorce something, I feel like it's not, I can't say I'm not God, but at the same time, I feel if you are being abused and you're not okay with something, I feel you should leave.
Yes, you're actually very right. Yes, you're very right.
One of my lecturers will say something, so that God hates divorce but not separation.
Exactly, yes. If you feel like, see, I don't support domestic violence for anything. If you feel like you are getting abused, that your husband is beating you or abusing you, in fact, there is more to physical abuse.
Yes.
There is verbal abuse.
Verbal
This is the
abuse.
worst of
Yes.
it all, because nobody will know what is
It's
going on
with you,
So
yes.
you can just get separated. Let the man think and go for therapy. If he's ready to make the marriage work, let him start
come back
therapy.
later.
Then later, when he has healed up, maybe something is haunting him from the past, or he's having some challenges that is making him to act like an animal. Once he's done with the therapy section and you say, okay, it's better, then you can come back together. Not that immediately you not say, okay, we are going our separate way.
I'm going.
You know?
God hates divorce, not
so like
separation.
yes, people actually blame that.
Exactly, because
She should have actually, separated.
But she was saying she's a woman.
She should have endured all those beatings that eventually led to her death.
I feel like all these things just have advantage at this. God.
Yes. And the most important thing is that when you want to get married, don't get married because you have butterfly in your belly.
Exactly.
Seek God's face. God is still in the business of answering prayers. Seek His face. This person I want to get married to. Do you want me to get married to this person? You don't know his future. Maybe don't
know what
use
will happen
somebody's
in the next
present
5 years
to judge his future.
Exactly.
Maybe in the future he will turn to a beast. Maybe it's
Exactly.
because
I've
he's
heard
looking
people
handsome
say
and innocent.
when I got married to my husband,
He
was not like that.
Yes.
Was like that.
That is very important for you to seek God's face. Who is, if possible, pray this prayer. Reveal this person to me. Let me know this person that I want to get married to. You understand? And then you see your marriage, being beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Our time has been fast.
I don't
want
like
to leave this show. But guys, we have to go. Thank you very much,
You're
Mercy.
welcome.
Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. And I hope that if we invite you some other time, we will come around.
Yes, definitely.
Oh,
yes, definitely.
thank
Giving us
you.
in-depth knowledge.
All right. So we meet some other time. My name is Miracle Odunwayo. A speck with a difference.
Oh, and it's still your girl, Esther. Chichi.
Till we meet again.
Bye.
Bye.